Hola Colchoneros, this is me, Alex, and with me as usual I have Saint Keeks. Welcome to Atleti Fanatics, and we just have two match days to go for this season. We have a match against Real Betis. Real Betis is in a really good form, and then we have the last match day, that is our last away game at Girona. So this is our last home game. So I mean, like there can be a few surprises. For example, there can be a few of like farewells for the players like who are leaving. For example, Aspilicueta, like we might see a farewell because last time we had similar kind of a thing. For example, Hector Herrera received a farewell, Luis Suarez receiving a farewell, and then even last season. So like I think tomorrow's game like wouldn't just be a game, like we'll also like see a few players who leave Atletico de Madrid, and it might be like it'll come to the fans as well, like like the last game for them, so like they'll have like that different kind of like atmosphere and everything. So yeah, and today is May 17th as well. It's a historic day for Atletico de Madrid. We won Copa del Rey at Santiago Bernabéu, that too against Real Madrid. I mean, it's a big achievement in 2013, winning at the home ground of your literally rivals, and it's amazing. That was in 2013. We are in 2025 right now, 12 years. And the next one is in 2014, we won La Liga at Camp Nou. Again, two victories at our rivals' home ground. Big achievements. So today was the date, May 17th. 2013, the goal was scored by Miranda, and then 2014, the goal was scored by none other than the Atleti legend. You all can guess, the classic number two, Diego Godin. I mean, I just like while I'm saying this, it's like just it used to be like such a what do you call it? Like you used to feel proud, like you have like someone like them, Miranda, Diego Godin, like who give their
Mhm.
all, and like you look at the defense, Atletico used to have that like never dying attitude and everything, and now we have Longley. I mean, like we've come a long way. 10,
Mm.
12, 13 years, we've come a long way. Now we have Witzel, Aspilicueta, Longley. I mean, I don't know what to say. Talking about this, and we have Galan for left back. Talking about this, players like who are linked with us, or I would say who were linked with us. For example, Alvaro Carreras, he's leaving for Real Madrid, and I
Mm.
mean, he was like the priority left back we should have like gone for, Alvaro Carreras, and then it's a shame. Like so most probably he's gonna join Real Madrid, and now like what we're left with. I mean, like Milos Kerkez of Bournemouth, okay, but like, are we willing to pay 40 million or something for him? I don't think so.
Unlikely.
So exactly, and then are we gonna go for like someone like Galan again, 5-6 million, just like randomly pick up from La Liga.
Mm.
For example, you pick up a player from Las Palmas or anyone, or maybe like from Osasuna, from the yesterday game. It was who was it? I forgot. Juan Cruz, the left back, was playing. I wouldn't be surprised because I mean this is literally frustrating to be honest. Like how a board is not really moving at the point. Like where you see our rivals, Real Madrid, they're making moves after moves. They're even after Franco Mastantuono, and Franco
Mm.
Mastantuono has a Atletico de Madrid former player as an agent. I mean, this is such an easy deal to be honest. Like you can your former player is the agent of the player like you want, like who's basically like the next big thing, and then like you just like sitting and doing nothing. You're
Mm.
literally sitting in the corner and doing nothing. Like you're just watching other, making moves. And then you come to like end of the transfer period and then like you're in panic mode because then like you have to like, build up a team to compete. And then you just like buy random players like, oh, okay, fine, I'll pick up someone from Celta Vigo, I'll pick up someone from Getafe. This is unacceptable to be honest. Like Carlos Buquero, like please wake the fuck up. We have Club World Cup to play for as well. I mean, at least, like for us fans, like give us something to cheer for. And if it like, if it continues like this, us going for mediocre players, I think like Julian Alvarez will leave as well. I don't think, like I won't blame him. If like Julian Alvarez will see like there is no mentality or like there's no vision in the sporting project, he'll leave as well. I wouldn't be surprised. And it's really shame. It's really shame to be honest. now, like I mean, like the left-hand position of Atletico Madrid, like that needs a heavy, heavy investment. We need a massive upgrade in that position, and we need to buy like good quality players. And then there you go. One player we had in mind is going to Real Madrid. I mean, literally, it's a fucking shame. But anyway, Saint Keeks, what do you want to talk about this situation? Real Madrid signing our players like who we are linked with, and then we are just like literally sitting and watching.
Um, my concern isn't so much about Real Madrid signing them. Is more so about the fact that we were very inactive in positions. I think we should have been very interested in, right? So I remember in 2019, right, Atletico Madrid was really interested in Matias Oliveira, like super advanced deal, decided to not go for it. I was like, okay, so we went for Lodi instead in 2019, right? A shame, in my opinion, because Um, he seemed like a very quality young left back who was capable of doing decent things in Atletico. Next season, right? We go for him again. Doesn't manifest. Eventually, Napoli becomes wise and decides to go for it, and now we're interested in him years later, after we already knew what he was like years prior. Last season, we were interested in Hoyson. He started the summer, right? That didn't matter. 15 million. He went for 15 million, mind you. We ended up with Longley. I say, all right, cool. Um, like there's a long list of issues in terms of the board management when it comes to transfers. I'm happy with what we've gotten so far in terms of the potential of Bayana. We got potential of Mourinho coming back, but it's like in terms of left back, like quality, like what we wanted was a potential team that you want the vast majority of the players you won't need to reinvest as heavily as this summer or last summer. And then you make those bits and pieces in the January windows and the summer windows for players who want to leave, like maybe Koke or Griezmann and these other things, right? That's the idea. It doesn't manifest, and instead we go through this whole rigmarole again where we pretend like, oh gosh, we need to sell players, even though we've made the most revenue we've ever made this year, and will continue to make in the next year. It's like it's frustrating, more so not because of the fact that oh well, Real Madrid is going to get the same players that we wanted months in advance, that we were trying to take advantage of months in advance. Is more so because why didn't you just pull the trigger before and just try and go for it? Make the deal, make the proposal, and even if Real Madrid is interested, why not try and challenge that? We've seen players decline Real Madrid much more so in recent years because if you have a good project, if you have the possibilities of giving them something that is interesting, they will decline Real Madrid despite the fact that Real Madrid is a very, very big team because we are also a very big team. But it seems that that's never the priority anymore. I'm not sure what's in plan. Maybe I think if let's say Carreras does go end up, it seems like it's almost done. But if he does end up there, maybe we get to change the formation and maybe we'll switch to a back three and then we'll get like two more centre backs in that left centre back role instead. Maybe that's the situation. Maybe that's the fix. I mean, I don't know. It's a sad watch because it's like watching people that your club and you were interested in months, maybe if not years in advance, and then just go on like that. It's just like, all right, cool. It's just somebody's not doing well.
Yeah, I mean exactly. I mean like look, like, Real Madrid has like one trophyless season. They checked where they lack. They need a centre back. Fine, we're going for Dean Huijsen. Priority
Mm,
target, achieved it. We lack in right back. Priority target,
Trent.
Alexander Arnold.
Hmm.
We achieve it. We lack in left back as well. Alvaro Carreras, great prospect in Europe right now. We achieve it. Now they're looking for a midfielder. And like this is all before the Club World Cup, mind you.
Hmm.
They're going for that trophy. Like they are actually going for that trophy because again they don't end up trophyless. This is what you call mentality. Why can't we have this same thing? Why can't we prepare for the Club World Cup at the moment
Hmm.
right now? Why can't we like secure Alex Pina deal right now? I mean, these are all the questions that comes up in my mind. And if you talk about this, like, like even in the last season, the summer, most of our signings, they missed the preseason. Like we've talked about this. Like, like why can't like go and like prepare for the preseason? Why can't like prepare for the upcoming season in a good way? Why do we have to like wait until the last moment to make the deals? And then like the player has to like take time to adjust. And then by the time like he adjusts, like we're already like half of the season in. And then Simeone has to like figure out like what formation to play. And then it's literally it doesn't really work. Like the play doesn't really reach like its full potential because again, like he didn't get the preparation time. So again, I'm this all of these things it matter to be honest, but it's really frustrating as of now. But anyway, moving on, we're gonna move on to the preview of the match, which is against Real Betis. Again, we are up against the GOAT, which is Anthony. Anthony has been playing really, really good for Real Betis, to be honest. And give the defense we have this season, I wouldn't be surprised. Like if he like literally cuts in and like like calls one in inside Oblak. But this is a match I think Real again the same thing. Like we have nothing to play for. Champions League is secured. La Liga is over. I'm just hoping like somehow we can like get that third position because like if we end up slipping up to the fourth position, this will be an embarrassment. This
Mm.
is really an embarrassment. And again, Real Betis need European qualification. I think they might go for it or they might not go for it because again they have Conference League final as well. I think it's when is it? Is it in midweek?
I I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know. I feel like I don't know the dates of the Europa League, Conference League, or Champions League final. Like it's
Europa League is midweek. League is midweek.
uh,
The final. Let me check. It's on. No, hang. Oh, fuck. It's at the end of the month. So Europa League final is before Conference League final. Okay,
that's strange.
that is
But
that is
uh, that potentially could be very good because then uh, we can do potential negotiations with Romero during this week, depending on what the result is. But Real Betis is a good team. They caught some really good form come 2025. Uh, I think my only saving grace in this game is we've always played better since March. We've played better at home, right? We played a lot better at home, and then also we have a very good head-to-head against Real Betis at home. We have, I don't think we've lost to Real Betis at home ever. We have like a vast majority of wins, if not almost all wins, and like one or two draws since
yeah.
they've come up
But
from the
this
Segunda.
this season like it's been a lot of matches like where we haven't lost but like we lost.
Well, the Getafe game is yeah. So the first time that we ever lost to Getafe under Getafe since Simeone came in, which is a really damning situation because I don't think this Getafe has been particularly amazing compared to previous Getafes. Like we've seen them go to Europa League with a really good
And
squad before.
yeah,
This isn't the best version
and
that they've
then
had.
again, one more record. So like we had like 7 consecutive wins at Osasuna, and then again, bam, we lost.
Right. So obviously that is a factor, but I'm just thinking of it in the sense of this is I'm just viewing it from the point of view of this is my only saving grace. I don't know anything else about Atletico right now that would give me a lot of confidence. I don't particularly enjoy. Solat has been very hot and cold. When it's hot, it's hot. When it's cold, it's cold. Griezmann, I'm sad of seeing what he's doing right now. I really want him to get back to form. Korea, I wow, really bad form. Um, as like all of our forwards, basically, it's just like I, it's a weird feeling to see out of our four forwards, only Alvarez looks even remotely decent at any one point in time. So, uh,
I mean, for me, it's like like if you like don't like wanna show for the match, like the players like like they're like like fine, like we just wanna end the season, just like play normally, just like we wanna have some fun here and there.
mm,
Play the kids, play the academy players. At least like they'll play with passion. They'll have something to prove. At least like come on, like you have to call up the academy players for this match. You have to. Like, there's no fucking excuse. Literally.
Actually,
If you say,
there is one excuse. They are playing
okay,
today at 1 o'clock. Well, 1 o'clock my time, I'm sure. But it's like they. This
tomorrow,
is
tomorrow.
yeah. They have 2 games left in the season, of which if they win their next 2 games, they have a chance for promotion. So they actually do have an excuse, which is you can't play them because they might have to. They might be trying to promote. But if they don't promote, so be it. Then obviously, but is this game and the last game? And it's like Real Betis and Girona are not easy games, but if there's a game, we have nothing to play for. We have genuinely nothing to play for. A lot of the players that want to play or going to potentially leave, like Aspilicueta, Witzel, Longley, maybe Galan, maybe Renildo, like
Yeah,
those
well,
players.
I hope it's a favor for these players. I hope like they all like at the end of the game they're all like clapping the fans and everything. Like thank you for
Yeah.
everything. Even I'll clap with them. Like yes, thank you for everything. But now please can you leave? Can you back to Barcelona and like where the fuck you want? So like I'll be up for long leg Gala and even Riquelme to be honest. Like his time is up as well. Like I said, like this left hand side of Atletico de Madrid needs a massive upgrade if we want to compete for trophies. I mean, like we have to do it. And not even that, I think like it's gonna be a lot of other things as well. For example, Rodrigo De Paul, we don't know if he's gonna stay or not. I mean, I'm just not happy with the situation we are in right now. Like literally every player in the team, we don't really know like what's the future gonna be coming summer, coming the transfer window. Like we just discussed, like only a few players like which are untouchable for Atletico de Madrid. Like rest can leave. My only worry right now is like if we don't really replace them with a quality signing, not like
Mm.
like getting someone from Getafe or you get someone from Mallorca or like whatever. Like I mean, like you have to build a good team.
Keep in
I
mind,
mean,
I don't mind. I do not mind if you go to a lower level team to get a player because every team has at least 1 or 2 players that are differential in terms of their capabilities. That isn't a guarantee for the board, though. The board might just sign somebody who we really don't need that will make us worse as a result. So I don't know, but we'll see what we do. We have the defense, we have the DM, we have attacking midfield, and we have striker to fix.
yeah, I mean,
Um,
like first of all, we have to like get Alex Pina, that's for sure. Like this one has to be a confirmed signing. I think like coming this week or coming the next week or the next weekend when we'll have like the last match day against Girona. I mean, like Baina should be confirmed. Baina should be confirmed. This is a must. Like you should get him back to the training ground. Like get him, uh, get to the atmosphere with the Atletico players. Like get him comfortable with other players. Like like try to build a team for the Club World Cup.
mhm.
We have to build a team for the Club World Cup because we have to go for that trophy. But anyway, talking about this, the Real Betis game. The last time when we faced Real Betis, I mean,
It's a
like
bad game.
they killed us. It
Oh
was
yeah.
it was literally like we are playing. I mean, not we are playing actually. It was literally like Real Betis is playing against the goalpost because they were literally banging the goalpost after again and again. Like chances after one. I mean, like the first half is all about Real Betis, and I was really surprised how the fuck we are not like at least 3 or 4 goals down because that was that kind of a game.
You know
They
what it
literally
was?
killed us.
They played really well, right? But I think that early goal gave them even more momentum that made it really hard for us to play. So again, I was surprised that we went 3 or 4 goals on in that first half alone, let alone the game. But it's like things like that means I feel like had we not managed to concede in the first like 10, 20 minutes, we might have been able to put on a little Giuliano and maybe scam a little draw or a win. That's one of those games where if you get a little bit lucky in the early part of the game, you could actually kill the game off later on.
No, we were lucky in that game. We were lucky, bro. We were lucky in that game.
I know. I'm saying that I've seen. We call it. Remember the 3-1 game that we got against Real Betis a few years ago, where Jalfield scored that brace.
Which match?
This is, I believe, 21-22, or is it 22-23 season?
Uh, Against Real
Well,
Betis.
yeah, against Real Betis, it was the career. João Felix starting. Um, alongside, I think it was no, Griezmann had to come off the bench because Korea got injured for the first time ever. Um,
Oh wait, hang on. Are you talking about those like the pink hair Griezmann?
no, this isn't Pink Hair Griezmann. This is so yeah, this is actually 21, 22. Yeah, nah, I'm right. So that game, Real Betis played us out the park, right? And they very comfortably lost us. Despite that, we immediately punished them in the first chance that we got in the first like 2 minutes of the game. Then
I
right
mean,
afterwards,
I remember Korea scoring that amazing goal. With us dribbling, like
oh, that's
letting
another
get
game,
past
but that's
the
also
Real
great.
Betis.
That was also great, but it was
Like
like,
a couple of Real Betis player hitting the floor and like he's just like
yeah, he dribbled through like
yeah,
4 or 5 players and
yeah,
scored.
exactly.
And then he made a tribute to his mother who had passed away,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
really, really emotional. But it's like, I don't know. Our history against Real Betis has always been sometimes we play unbelievably better than them and we still don't always win, or they'll play really good even at our home and it doesn't matter. They just can't win. It's one of those things. It's rare for us to lose to Real Betis. I don't discount anything because of that Getafe win. That really does kind of put a sort like a sting on it. We didn't concede to Getafe in like 10, 12 years with Simeone. We only
True,
conceded in the
true.
last like 2 seasons to Getafe, and now we've actually lost to them in the first 14 years. 14 years, never even lost to them, never even conceded to them, and then now we lost to them for the first time ever. So I don't know. Maybe we will lose, but anyway, that's too much.
That's
I'm
too much.
rambling.
All right.
Yes.
Okay,
So
we're gonna move on to the next segment. So the possible lineups for tomorrow. I'm gonna start off with you. Whom you gonna start, and what's gonna be like your preferred lineup for this match?
if I could have my way, I would start Gallagher on the right. I'd like to see a four-man midfield. I'd like to see Gallagher on the right. Um, since Barrios can't play, Koke De Paul and maybe Lamar do that little diamond, the midfield diamond that we did since like we haven't done since like 2019. Um, Start Renildo. They do actually have a scary player on the right hand side in
No,
Anthony. It would make sense to have a actually good fullback
Ronaldo.
that could
No,
do.
no, no. Ronaldo won't play. Ronaldo won't play. I
I
think.
know we won't. I'm saying if I could have my way, but
Fine, fine.
that's not what's probably gonna happen. I think realistically we're gonna see Giuliano, Koke, De Paul, and maybe Lino on the left, maybe Gallagher. I know Simeone has tried to push for that midfield three situation even at any point in time in these lineups, and for good reason. Um, we'll probably just see Alvarez and Solot starting because there's nothing to show why Griezmann should start over Solot, and even though Solot hasn't been consistent. And then we'll expect the exact same back four. We're gonna get Galan, we're gonna get Llorente, we're gonna get Jimenez. Maybe we'll see Linamon, maybe we'll see Longley. Who could tell? It, it's a little too predictable at the end of the season when I think a lot of this season it hasn't actually been all that predictable. But lineups have become a little too predictable now. I would like to see Taufik get called up since Barrios won't play because he got that head injury. Well, he's fine now, but he got a head injury, so he won't be in the squad. So I would have liked to see Taufik.
What if Aspilicueta starts in the left back position against Anthony?
Maybe I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with that.
Hmm. Okay, okay, all right, okay. So that's pretty much your starting lineup. Okay. If I say mine, I think again Oblak, obviously. Right back, I'll give Molina a chance. I'll give Molina a chance because like he had a good game against Osasuna, and then
Yep.
I'll again the same Jimenez and Lenormand, and then Javi Galan on the left hand side,
Mm-hmm.
and then midfield I'll go with Lorente, and then I'll rest Giuliano on this one, or maybe I'll play Giuliano on the left hand side, and then I'm gonna start with De Paul and Gallagher in midfield, and then Giuliano on the left hand side, and then I'm gonna go with Alvarez and Sorloth up front. So that's
Mm.
basically so Lorente. then Gallagher, and then Nepal, and then Julian on the left hand side, and then uh, Alvarez and Sol at the front. So
Hmm.
that would be like my preferred lineup because then again, like I think Juliano's like much better, even though like if like he's not really having a good game, at least like he tries, like he
I
presses well, he defends well.
he's never really went. He's never really had a performance underneath 6 out of 10 this season. It's always almost 7 or above.
Or otherwise, if I would say like like play the academy players, even though like like they're like going for the promotion, I would
Hmm.
like please use Spina for left back, use
I wouldn't
Costas
mind.
for left center back, use Costas for left center back, use Umar Jenna, then you're gonna use a Sofik, but I forgot his name. Is Sofik?
Hmm?
Tofik? What's his name? I forgot. The
Which player?
midfielder. The midfielder. Is it Tofik or is it Sofik?
Oh, Taufik. Yeah, Taufik Seydu.
Yeah, Tofik. There you go. Yeah, there you go. That's why I was confusing with the S because I knew like S was somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tofik. There you go. Like play him in the midfield.
Hmm.
Play Ryan on the left hand side, on the left midfield position. I mean, if it's possible, but yeah, we know it's not gonna be possible. But moving on to the score prediction, I think it's gonna be a for me, I think it's gonna be a very cagey 1-0 or 2-0, like a very scamful win, 1-0, 2-0. And or maybe I think I don't see maybe like we won't have the clean sheet as well. I won't be surprised if we don't have the clean sheet in this one.
I'd
I
really
won't be
appreciate the
surprised.
clean sheet though.
Yeah, I mean like I know like we're going for the Zamora trophy, but I think like Oblak has to wait until the final match day for it. I think so because again this is Atletico. Like at home, like they can really surprise us. I mean like I didn't know like Sherlock can score 4 goals in first half against Real Sociedad.
Yeah.
That was way out of plan. I mean,
So
it'll, it'll be an interesting one, but like this is what I feel like. I think it's gonna be a very cagey, very shady 2-0 win, or maybe a 2-1 win. What do you think about this?
um I agree. The only thing that has given me solace is again is the home form, so I'm gonna go for a little 1-0, maybe a 2-1. Uh I'm hoping for the win. Please don't start all black. We're gonna see him anyway. But yeah, hoping for the win.
So there you
Let's
go,
just get to
Cultureros.
it.
So, oh yeah, sorry, you wanna continue?
No, no, no.
Okay. So yeah, so there you go, Colchoneros. So this is our preview of the match against Real Betis. Do let us know your opinions. What do you think about the transfer strategy? What do you think about like our transfer plans going forward into the Club World Cup? What do you think about the match against Real Betis? Can we actually like hold off Anthony in this match? I mean, like this is like the way I'm talking about Anthony right now is like, it's really a joke. Like in before January, Anthony was a joke, but now like, like everyone is taking him seriously. And then what do you think about the possible lineups and what do you think about the score prediction? Do let us know in the comment section. And again, our next goal is to reach 500 subscribers. So please help us achieve that goal as well. We just crossed the 250 mark. Thank you so much for that. And then you can follow us on X or Twitter as well, which is the same name, Athletic Fanatics. And thank you for watching us today. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao. Opa Atleti.